The mountain is farting. The smell is quite special here. Did you see the gases? Never been so high before. We are not there yet. Whew. So high. Hola muchachos, bienvenidos en una aventura nueva. My wife and I are now driving to the trailhead of Montaña Blanca. As you could guess from the video description, we will try to reach Spain's highest summit, El Teide, on Tenerife, Canarias. First part of the trail is quite easy. The gradient isn't too hard, but the weather is a bit harsh here. There's some wind, and actually we are in the middle of clouds, I think, and it's like little drops of cold rain. With the wind it's not very pleasant, but normally a bit higher we will be above the clouds and there will only be wind. Passing now a quite interesting natural formation, Los Huevos del Teide, which are actually big rocks that came down the mountain while the volcano was erupting. So they rolled down the flowing lava and became bigger and bigger, like snowballs coming down a mountain of snow, but here with lava. El huevo último. We reached the split of the trail. To the left will be Montaña Blanca, to our right El Teide. Now the real climbing work begins. Down there you can see La Montaña Blanca, and El Teide is up there. How is it going? Okay. Fun fact, we both are feeling the altitude. Slightly dizzy, but the thing is, I've already been higher than this. We're about 2,900 something now, but I'm realizing that all the other times I had slept at least a couple of nights at an altitude of at least 1,000 or more, and now we are sleeping at sea level. Yeah, you feel the difference the lack of acclimatization. Going slowly up, we have about 750 more meters of climb and a little less than 4 kilometers. To get to the actual summit, you need a permit, and those are very difficult to get because there are a lot of people who would like to go to the summit. The normal permit for the time when it's the operating time of the cable car, you have to do it like 3 or 4 months before you want to go there. It's incredible. But you also have the possibility of getting a permit for sunset and sunrise. You can reserve a permit like 2 or 3 days before the day you want to go. Those are much less popular because that means that you have at least to go up or down by foot because it's outside of the operating hours of the teleférico. So yeah, we are going to see the sunset today. Our permit starts from 6 o'clock in the evening and we can stay there up to 9. Now we reached the Refugio Altavista, located at 3,260 meters, if I'm not mistaken. We are resting here with a cup of tea at the Refugio, and then there will be about 1 hour to the top of the cable car and another half an hour to 40 minutes to the top. The remaining distance to the peak is 2 kilometers 300 meters with 440 meters of climb. There are less than 2 kilometers left to the top with about 350 meters of climb, and it's getting hard. Almost reached the last checkpoint before the final push to the summit, upper station of the cable car, and the terrain here is really Martian, really not from this planet. So here we are at the checkpoint, the last checkpoint before the final push to summit there. I think this is the checkpoint where they check the permits. Today there is no one, but we have our permit. Actually, we're not entirely illegal. But the teleférico is closed today, the cable car. So logically, the people who control the permits, as well as the people who have the permits to go, that were planning to go with the teleférico, aren't here, which is a good thing. I don't like masses of people in the mountains. Only the diehards are here today. The hard dies. Never been so high before. We are not there yet. Whew. So high. 20 minutes ago or something like that, I started smelling like someone had farted along the trail. I was wondering like who could fart so much, but now it smells almost the whole time, and I think I know the reason. There are some gases coming from the volcano. We reached the crater, and the smell is quite special here. White gas is coming from the rocks. The mountain is farting. There's hot air coming onto me from the rocks. Woo!